Hello guys, and welcome to a new Steel Division video today by me, Vulcan. Today I have for you a 4 versus 4 on Pegasus Bridge once again. Really enjoy this map. I think Pegasus Bridge is probably one of the most balanced maps that really shows off a range of different strategies throughout the game. But in this one I'm going to be using the Guards Armoured. Looks like we're going to have Bolo on our right side with the 2nd Armoured French Division. I think I might take this area. It's just to the left of him with this road, because I really want to push through with Shermans, and I think this is a quite nice place to do it. We kind of lead out into quite an open area, but I don't think we will manage to push through that so early. So I'm thinking around phase B we can probably try and make a push through with some Shermans. And then moving on to like phase C, we can bring out the 17 pounders and really take control of this sort of open area and the road in general. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Try and get as far up to this as we can. I am going to be relying on quite a lot of Stuarts. Now, Stuarts have been reduced in price, and the brilliant thing about them is that they have a unit cost of 80 now. So we'll try and make use of a couple of those. Apologies for anything that Nicholas says during the game. He seems intentionally rude. And yeah, he was in the lobby as well. So yeah, sorry about anything he may or may not say. Either way, we'll get the Stuarts to roll up. We will have a unit of rifles push all the way up as well. Hopefully Bolo doesn't disconnect. Looks like he's having a little bit of issues at the start of this game. We will jump in some 6-pounders and we'll push some up on the right side as well. Okay, cool. We'll have one there. We'll have one on the left. Really tempted to... We'll probably put one in the middle as well, honestly. And we'll have that cover the road as far as we can. Okay, the other place we could put it... actually, I might do it on this side. Like so, yeah. So that's all we got so far. Need to get this Stuart to move up. We've got 2 Stuarts moving up. We have our AT guns moving up. We're going to need to get our command unit up. Not quite sure where I want to put the command. Maybe further up, and we'll have the rifle squad try and push through. I'm not entirely sure if that's a great idea though, because probably can't do it on his own. Humber Mark III might be a nice idea.
We can give some fire support, sir.
We will jump that off here. We'll just get the recon into the orchard area, and we'll have that backed up by some rifles with a command squad, because we're going to need a command squad for the AT gun anyway. So we'll have that move up to there and shift unload.
I hear you, over.
It's fine. Not sure how far we're going to get, so I might just put the rifles into this building.
Sir.
Okay, let's have these guys all tuck up as far as they can. Great. And we'll have the Stuarts tuck up as well. Cool.
Someone called for a cab.
I think we're good. Maybe a bit light on the infantry. But we do have 2 Stuarts at the start. I'm not sure if it's going to work out very well.
Radio check.
We'll have to wait and see.
Over.
I'm basically solely relying on Stuarts at the start of this game. It's a very risky strategy. But like I said, might be able to make it work. It really depends on their use of AT on the opposing side of things. If we can exploit it, maybe by bringing in a mortar after 1 tick, then we might have a chance. Also, if they push aggressively with their AT, they might just get caught out by the machine guns of the Stuarts themselves. Very, very large possibility. Bit worried about the gap that's going to occur here. Bolo's going to be relying on quite a light strategy at the start of the game. M8 Spy's got an M10, that's why. And very armoured, concentrated. We've also not really got much for the mid as well, since Phoenix is going to be pushing up here. I'm going to have my AT gun out to the right side of the mid, but it looks like I'm going to have to spread out some rifles elsewhere. The only issue with me doing that is that I'm the Guards Armoured, so I don't have a ton of infantry to waste on these locations.
Need a ride?
Otto has just left as well on the Axis side of things, so that's an interesting start to the game. I wonder where he was. Let's get that there and that there, just to plug the gaps. Looks like Nicholas can be on the far right. We've got Lux ahead of us.
I hear you loud and clear.
Okay,
Everybody out. Tank ready.
let's get this rifle squad to push through. Sort of scout out for our Stuarts, and if there's not much there, then we can maybe just push on. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, like a massive gap forming there, just because he didn't put any recon out. He's incredibly lazy.
Be alert, soldiers. Waiting for orders.
Let's have the Humber Mark 3 move around here. We'll have the rifles move forwards, try and get up into that building. Yeah, I'll try and plug this big old gap that's occurring. Oh, wow. What an absolute joke. Apparently 2 players on Hitman's side of things. I don't think that's quite true. I guess what we'll do is have our rifles unload over here maybe and walk forwards. Actually no, we could probably just make this smaller. I think we've managed to break through here. Let's have the Humber move up with a couple of half tracks maybe. Okay, there's definitely an AT gun. We can probably force that, I'm thinking. We might be able to force it. Yeah, it's not hitting anything at the moment. We pinned it down, great. What I need to do is have a unit pin that down. Nice. Let's push on through. This is very risky. I need something to continue to pin that down. Oh, there's another AT gun. Gotta be very careful. Might be able to get rid of this one. Oh. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. Tried to break through. Didn't really work. Kind of backfired quite horrifically just then. That's not good. Okay. We made some ground, but not ideal, to say the least. Alright. As long as he doesn't push on me too hard, we should be okay. Gonna bring up a Cromwell for the mid. And we will consolidate our losses. This rifle squad managed to get all the way through, which is lovely. And we'll bring up some more, just to take any ground.
Ready, sir.
Unload this rifle squad and have them move across. Fortunately, we broke through on this left side. Hitman doing a very good job there. Once we get rid of this IG-18 as well, we'll gain a lot of territory in the mid.
Ready for battle.
That'll be good.
Pedal to the metal, driver. Setting up, sir.
Now let's get this AT gun forwards. If we can get it onto a good line of sight down the road, that would be perfect.
Sir.
Right, is that in range yet? No. Just going to put it on an attack move through the mid though. Looks like the Locust might eventually take out the IG, and we'll have the rifles push up. I'm going to have a unit of scouts come to the middle as well, just so that we know what's coming. Right, meanwhile, we're going to need probably a Cromwell for the right side as well. So we'll bring that up. There is a Puma pushing very hard. I was hoping that that Stuart sort of rush almost would work, but it didn't. which is just unfortunate, I guess. Let's just unload this Bren group. The half-track's probably going to get targeted by the AT gun that's there, so just got to be careful of that. I might just come up to the left side, honestly. Although the AT gun might be covering this orchard area as well.
Ready to engage.
Really depends. I might be able to get like a unit of infantry to just run ahead.
Bring us there.
Like Bolo's internet's going as well. Interesting. Right. So we've brought back the mid. Means we are on a +1 still. Looks like the left side is being encircled, which is very cool. Hitman encircling a lot of troops there. On this right side, Nicholas looks like he's gonna, yeah, Bolo's gonna leave. And it looks like an AI is gonna take over. Alright, so I'm gonna have to supplement that right side as well. We'll bring up an AT gun. Hopefully we can make things happen. Right. Let's just stop these guys and we'll put them on return fire.
Sir. Everybody out. Full speed, sir. I'll be there soon. Taxi ready.
Okay, let's have these rifles push up here.
Fire and maneuver. Someone called for a cab.
Have my Cromwell move up
Sighted.
like so.
Okay.
And we'll have an AT gun on the right side, although it looks like it's going to be hammered pretty damn hard. And there's also an AT gun. Managed to get line of sight through that little gap. And that kind of sucks. Might be able to take out the gun that's there though. Yeah, nice.
Target on sight.
Take out the BMW while we're at it.
Transport. Everybody out. Grab the
Nice.
binoculars, Corporal. Closing on them, sir.
Okay. Right, with the AT gun, what we might be able to do... I don't think we can get the Cromwell into a decent position there.
Roger. Advance and engage.
Just have the Cromwell move forwards, and if we bump into an AT gun, so be it. We really have to cover off this right side though. I guess the main thing I can do is bring in like Stuarts and so on. Also, of course, got an AT gun on the way. We'll bring that up.
What are your orders, sir? Setting up, sir.
Right, that's an AT gun. Make sure we just fire position it and get the scouts to come up.
One more kill.
Okay, good stuff.
Sir.
Took out the half track there. These rifles can push through.
Aware of Germans. Yes, sir.
Like we're hitting the AT gun nicely.
Engaging target.
One more shot should do the job. Let's unload this. Have that attack move forwards.
Taxi ready.
And of course we have a Stuart as well. So I'm just going to have the Cromwell move back because I don't want it to be engaged by the 259s at close range.
Radio check, red 1-6, over.
And we're also going to need a dingo for these Stuarts. Bring in a second Stuart as well.
What are your orders, sir? He's burning.
Nice. Take out those 259s. Looks like there's two on that right side, which is good. 6 pounders doing the job down the road.
Get ready to engage. Yes, sir.
And Cromwell's done the job in the middle as well.
Be ready. Red 6 mounted up. He's burning.
Cool. Just have the universal carrier move forwards.
Instructions. Stay low.
Should get into line of sight again with the Cromwell soon.
Sir?
Looks like there's boys of Cromwell on this right side.
Ready, sir.
Honestly, we might be able to get a shot onto the 257 there. That would be very good. We'll have the dingo just follow the Stuart, and this Stuart can come up as well.
Preston, get down.
Alright, we'll move away from that engagement. The Pack 38 needs to be killed off. We'll make sure just to target it.
One more kill.
There we go, we're in line of sight again. We'll make sure that happens. Need to bring up some more rifles here, honestly. Oh, Cromwell, come on. You can do better than that. Better not lose line of sight. Don't you dare.
Delighted, sir. Truly delighted.
Nice, okay, good.
Engaging target. Through any hunt on our way.
Right, lost the 6-pounder. We also lost...
Let's go, gentlemen.
Okay.
Go back. Slowly.
There's an AT gun here. There's also an AT gun there. We can make sure we can take out that AT gun with the Cromwell.
One more kill. Radio check, red 1-6, over.
I'll just target where it's going. Hopefully we can get that kill.
What are your orders, sir?
Okay, for some reason we missed.
Delighted, sir. Truly delighted.
Still doing the job there, which is great. Gonna need to bring in another one of those. Just so we can take out the Pack 38.
Successful hit.
Right, good. Let's have this Cromwell now move to the right side. We'll take out that Pack 38. In the mid, looks like the Boys Firefly is coming hard.
Give us a good firing position.
Try and get the 6-pounder up. We'll make sure that Cromwell continues to fall back. What's the sort of range? I need to keep an eye on that, so I'm going to stay zoomed out.
Just get me out of here. Moving now.
Let's try and move back here.
Reverse, but keep facing the enemy.
We want to be out of line of sight of this. If we can be. Nice, we're out of range anyway. Get the Stuart back.
Best job I've ever had.
We want to make sure that continues to back up. Okay, never mind. That's what I needed to look at, but unfortunately didn't manage to make it work. Alright, if we keep the Cromwells out, we're just going to need some recon on this right side, as there is none. And we're going to need some infantry to cover off this town, as there is none.
He's burning.
God damn.
I can't take it anymore. Ah, I'm hit. Ready, sir.
Right, let's get this
Stay low.
recovered, hopefully.
Tank ready.
Might be able to take care of that
Combat speed driver.
AT gun.
Sir. Everybody out.
It's infantry mainly that we need to push back against the Panzer Grenadiers.
Scouts at your
And just to sort of supplement the Cromwells.
I'm listening, sir.
Because I need to bring in like infantry elsewhere, right? Because I can't have infantry across half the map. I need infantry on this right side, where I have quite a lot of units invested at the moment, honestly.
Move, but watch our flanks. We can give some fire support, sir.
Right, hopefully we'll get line of sight onto these
Extra eyes, sir.
AT guns soon.
Take cover, Lieutenant. We'll deploy at this position. At your service, sir. Second platoon, ready, sir.
Have some motorized rifles go for this 259 kill. Looks like Luxmix is in the middle as well.
I'm listening, sir. Take cover, Lieutenant.
Let's get rid of that recce to fall back. We'll unload into this house, just to make things difficult.
Tank ready. Moving now. Over. Move, but watch our flanks. I am in charge here.
Our 6-pounder on the road was taken out.
Red 6 mounted up.
Let's move back with these Cromwells, just so that we don't get taken on by the Pack 38 there.
God bless General Montgomery.
I'll make sure that I'm unloading
Bring us there.
these men. We've got the half-tracks to help us out as well, which is great.
Everybody out. Understood. Section, at your orders, sir.
This is just really frustrating though, because I've helped out this right side so much that I've actually ended up losing out in the mid quite a lot. We'll bring up a Firefly to try and deal with their Firefly. But this is very difficult to deal with because he's blocking off my Cromwells with the smoke. I can keep line of sight onto that at 1,200 meter range. And we can try and do damage there. I'm probably going to bring these tanks round, honestly, to the left where this rifle squad is. I'll unload these rifles. Looks like he's brought up a 259. Yep. Okay, so just a Sherman would be good here, just to counter that.
We can't take this anymore. Red 6 mounted up.
Definitely under pressure, still winning, which is good. Probably take on those speed through with the Cromwell. That would be good if we can. Just going to keep an attack move this direction. And we might be able to get line of sight onto the Pack 38 there. The AI is just really not doing a good job at the moment. We actually made those guys surrender, which is good.
Taxi ready. Okay. What are your orders, sir?
Let's get onto the main road here.
We can't take this anymore.
And we'll make sure we have some more infantry to follow up.
Red 6 mounted up. Best job I've ever had.
I'll probably just go for an attack move onto that Pack 38, honestly. If we don't manage to kill it with the Cromwell straight up.
Yes, sir. Ready, hunt on our way. Come on, chaps. The war's over there.
Yeah, there is Whitman coming up.
I am in charge here.
Looks like we will be able to take out the 259. That would be good.
Germans ahead. Don't shoot.
Oh, goddamn, we lost control. Right, we're going to have to bring back the Firefly because they're going to be rushing forwards the infantry quite quickly. To bring forwards, I want to bring forwards a 17 pounder, and we'll bring in forwards more infantry where we can. Or bring group it's going to have to be. Just drive on with the Stuart and probably take care of those Panzer Grenadiers quite easily. Let's move across the Cromwell.
This is Red 2. Enemy spotted. I hear you loud and clear.
Good, okay, we made them surrender.
Move, but watch
A good
out,
start.
flanks.
Get into these buildings where we can.
Head out now.
Oh wow. Pack 38 is taking on my Firefly. Don't know how he managed to get into that position, but he did. I guess just bringing one up afterwards is pretty simple stuff.
You'll tell your grandchildren.
A lot of Panzer Grenadiers surrendered there, which was nice.
Yes, sir.
Currently still 50-50. Gonna move the Cromwell back over to the left side. There is a Königstiger on this right side now as well. I have no idea how the guy on the right managed to lose with the French against the Panzerlehr early. That was just really silly. I might be able to get the Firefly to take out that. Would be good. Okay, cool. Took out Whitman. They took out my 17 pounder in reply.
Moving out. Medic! We can't take this anymore.
Not sure we're really going to be able to do much against the King Tiger, although it looks like it was. Is it dead? I think it died. Yeah, it died. Okay, cool. Let's just bring this Cromwell over to the left then. We have Panzer Grenadiers quite out in the open. Very nice. these Bren group move up. Gonna have this continue to move to the right side. Get into line of sight of the 259. Gonna bring up some more Shermans as well, I think. Bring up the Cromwell. Okay, nice. Getting rid of that 259 was a good start. We'll leave the right side now. Looks like we've recovered enough to give ourselves a +1 once again.
Radio check, red 1-6, over.
Now we just need to get in line of sight of this Wirbelwind. So I've got to be very careful of the line of sight with the AT gun. Is that another Tiger? I think it is.
Delighted, sir. Truly delighted.
At least the AT gun's dead.
Combat speed, driver.
Ideally, we should be able to kill a Tiger. Oh no, never mind, it's a Panzer IV. So we should be able to basically out-aim it. I think we have a quicker aim time than the Panzer IV.
Back.
So I'm hoping the Firefly won't let us down here.
Germans ahead.
Bring up a sod.
I hear you loud and clear. We're already hard on our way.
We'll try and get in line of sight of this Wirbelwind.
Tommy's ready for battle.
Okay, never mind.
Go back. Slowly.
Lux is playing really well, which is very nice to see. It's good to have some decent opponents for once. But they ain't beat us yet.
Germans ahead.
Bring up Crusader AAs. I'm also very tempted to bring out like a Typhoon bomber.
Royal Air Force.
Oh wow, he actually managed to kill my Firefly. I think it's because it was on a reverse order.
This is a story you'll tell your grandchildren.
We got weapon damage. To start.
Fire. Saluting the captain makes him a target for Germans. Full speed, driver.
Try and get through here where we can.
Finger on trigger.
Maybe get line of sight onto one of those Panzer IVs that's retreating. That would be good.
Captain makes him a target for Germans. I am in charge here.
No, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Come on, pick off the Panzer IV for me.
On the mark.
Nice. Maybe take out the Wirbelwind for me as well. Nice.
Move and beware of Germans.
Alright, let's get the Cromwell up.
We can't take
We'll make
this
sure we bring
anymore.
in some more infantry. And we'll try and break on through. Now we do need to be very careful of the infantry that's actually in this building. So I'm going to have to bring up some Bren group, maybe some motorized rifles to take them out. The trouble is we're really struggling with the infantry game in this one. Fortunately, there's a lot of planes coming in from Phoenix on the right side to help deal with the heavier tanks, which is good. These rifles could probably push forwards, actually. I might just keep these rifles there, and we'll put them on return fire, just to maintain the front line.
Looking for enemy planes. Go and shoot anything that moves.
Oh, my Sherman's going to get that kill, surely. Oh, wow.
Target sighted.
God damn it.
Let's go, Lieutenant. I hear you loud and clear.
As if he managed to pull that off. It's really irritating.
Vehicle ready, sir. We have orders. Fall back.
Come on, Sherman, don't let me down.
We over by Christmas.
Did he just bounce that? Oh, it's a Panther. That would be why.
It makes him a target for Germans. Fall back.
Ah, we lost it.
We can get some blood.
God damn.
Get up. Now. Wake up, boys.
Unload these men, and we'll have the half tracks move over to the right side. Motorized rifles can move up. Cromwell's not having standing a chance. Okay, let's bring up a 17 pounder. Oh, goddamn.
Back, back. It's a long way to Tipperary. Ready to transport. Delighted, sir. Truly delighted.
That panther's getting a little close.
Jerry's
Yep, he's dead.
At your orders. Good job, gunner.
Nice.
We're already hard on our way. Someone
We need to get rid of these Panzer Grenadiers. They really are taking the piss. And it looks like they managed to take care of that rifle squad with the spear troop. But we managed to break that Panzer Grenadier squad. The rifles will be able to move up now.
Ready, sir.
Need to get rid of this little gap, honestly. Not sure if we're going to be able to. Currently 50-50 still. Can we push any more? I don't know. If we can get this 17 pounder into a good position, we can probably fire down the road. We're just going to need some more recon at this point. We do have one unit of recon there, but he's not in the best position. And also the trouble is with these 17 pounders, they don't have any veterancy.
Ready to brew some tanks, sir? Finger on trigger.
Let's have the sod hero come through. We'll have a Crusader AA come up. Probably do the damage.
Preston, get down. Roger.
The 17 pounder needs to take out that Flammenwerfer half track if he can. So I do have the Typhoon.
Enemy engaged.
We'll bomb out half this infantry, which would be nice.
Section at your orders, sir. Successful hit.
Cool. Well, we managed to make half that infantry fall back for now. Let's unload early. Have the Bren group move up. And the half track can close the gap.
Orders, sir.
Let's get some more recon up.
What's up?
Gonna have the Humber move to the right.
Moving at full speed.
Have the 17 pounder sneak up.
Moving out. We'll deploy in this position.
Oh, poor sod.
What's up, sir? Going hunting.
We have line of sight onto the Panzergrenadier.
What are the orders? Bandit ahead. Ready to engage.
Maybe Sextons would be a good idea. I'm not sure.
Gun Sexton ready. We can't take this anymore. Everybody up.
I think honestly these Crusader AAs are perfect for killing off all of these pioneers. Not sure what's quite happening with the game though. I can't seem to put down any units. There we go. Bring up more motorized rifles.
Yes, sir.
Make sure we're not in line of sight.
Get down. We surrender.
Of course we were.
Man down.
Okay.
Ready to brew
Make sure these guys fall back. Humber should make those guys surrender.
Come on, lad.
Nice.
Yes, Captain.
Let's get line of sight onto these pioneers as well.
Anti-tank team operational, sir. Stay low. Big
We'll
span.
probably push forwards with the Stuart here, honestly.
They've spotted us. At your orders, Captain.
Our KD is going to be absolutely horrific in this game.
Smash them.
Where's the artillery coming in from? I think it's here, next to that cubal munition. What's the range on that? We're just in range of their mortars, which is a shame. This B-26B Marauder. Oh, nice. Good bombing strikes coming in. That's exactly what we need. Something that can just ignore the AA and bomb the crap out of them.
Ready to transport.
Unload where we can. We'll have the motorized rifles move up.
And maneuver.
And we'll have one of the half-tracks move forwards.
At your orders, Captain.
Actually, we'll have both of them move forwards because we have the Crusader AA here.
Be ready to shoot.
Let's make sure that 25-pounder comes back.
What's up, sir?
Move forwards those motorized rifles.
Sir.
Nice. Ooh, Panther D is going to be hitting the M5 gun.
Coordinates. Moving out. Das war's. Roger. Understood.
And they missed with their grenades, so just going to make them surrender.
Someone called for a cab.
To have the Humber move forwards.
Just get me out of here.
Right, so it's basically we're going to need a Firefly since the 120-pounders just didn't do the job.
Wake up, boys.
Have the Bren group
It's
sneak up here.
time.
Great.
Fire and maneuver. Roger. Office is ready.
Okay, so we've made a little bit of a gap here, which is nice. I'm going to try and keep this half-track out of range of these Panthers. Motorized rifles there will have to fall back. Loads of Panthers on that right side now. If we can get close to these Pioneers, we can probably kill them with the Crusader AA very quickly. What's the sort of line of sight there?
Yes, sir.
That's quite nice, actually.
Sir.
Yeah, what happened in this game is obviously my initial push didn't go very well at all. And then, because I got stretched so thin trying to compensate for the AI on the right side, I didn't really have enough infantry to like keep myself from being overrun in the other areas. And Luxmix did a great job of putting the pressure on after like the first couple phases. Like the 12th SS do get quite a lot of infantry into phase B and C. And that's really what's helped me out, or helped them out in this game.
Do you have a target,
The
sir?
25-pounder's still being shot at.
Damn, that was close. Awaiting instructions.
What killed the Verbelvin there? Actually, I have no idea.
We've got them. Good idea,
Firefly is
sir.
still able to fire away though, which is fantastic. Get rid of the Verbelvins for me. And allow my Crusader AA to do his job. Let's get him out of line of sight of this Verbelvin, because I feel like 3 armor's going to easily be taken care of. We'll bring in some more Crusader AAs after that as well. Ooh, 3 Mustangs. Very nice. Got to be careful of these ones on the right though, the Focke-Wulf 190s. There's also a lot of Verbelvins here, so he's got to be very careful of that AA. We can't even assist him, which is the worst part.
Saluting the captain makes him a target for Germany.
Would be nice for my
Pedal to the metal, driver.
Crusader AA to help out. Currently I cannot. M10 destroyer coming over from Phoenix, really nice.
This is Red 2, enemy spotted.
See if we can get line of sight with our Firefly.
Still on the road. My staff and myself are
We'll be
ready,
back to
sir.
square one by the end of this game, by the looks of things.
Beware of Germans. Yes, sir. Do you have a target, sir?
Right, we can actually let the 25-pounder fire away once again.
Fire. At your orders.
And we'll have an attack move
Our way.
upwards.
Tommy's ready for battle.
Okay, good stuff. Well, the Humber just broke the tracks of the Verbelvin there, which is great.
Sir? Peace, boys. Jerry's close.
And then goes some speed through very quickly.
Moving at full
Are we actually going to break through here? Bearing in mind this is phase C. I think just the sheer mass of units managed to hold on long enough to get relief. Gonna bring up some cheap Shermans.
Yes, sir. Let's move, gentlemen.
look at this. Really pushing them back. It's fantastic. 57%, almost a +2 now. Nicola's just been beating on the AI for half the game. I'm pretty sure they've just been throwing M4 A2s at them. Yeah, look at look at the unit spacing of the AI, just so clumped up here. Not really much point in bringing anything on that right side. Better off pushing elsewhere.
Yes, sir. We have orders, boys.
Are we going to be in range of that Tiger? No, we're not. Not yet. Coming up to it, probably need to get a command unit to accompany my Firefly before we engage the Tiger, so I'm probably going to reverse away from that.
Gun checked and ready.
We can have a recon move forwards as well, that would be a decent idea.
Move and watch your flanks.
And this Humber, what a brilliant job it's done.
This war will be over.
We'll probably just have that Dingo move over. Although I'd probably keep the Dingo with the Sherman.
This is a story you will tell
We'll have the
your
Sherman
grandchildren.
fast move to here and then attack move through there.
Speed driver.
Have this one just
To the metal
break
driver.
through.
Section at your orders, sir.
Try and stay out of line of sight of that Tiger E. Looks like the German Pioneers walking straight into my Crusader AA. Going to take that out. They're just running out of infantry. I think that's just the main problem here. That all their tanks are invested in the right side.
The enemy is cut to pieces.
So we're now able to push on through, which is fantastic.
16 over.
Yeah, there's that poor old Tiger there. I love the way this Universal Carrier is still holding the front line just behind that tree line, which is hilarious.
Reading you, Sunray. Move front.
Are these like more...
Your orders, sir.
Are they Panthers coming down the road? I hope not. Be kind of scary. Yeah, but it is. Get out of line of sight. Alright, so I'm going to come over to the left side.
I hear you, over. At your orders. Move, but watch our flanks.
At least if we go to the left side with all of these tanks, then we can get close range engagements. Bring in some more anti-air, and we'll also invest in another Firefly. We can move into range of the Tiger while it's engaging the Destroyer.
Be careful. Enemies nearby.
I kind of feel that that's dead, yeah, it is.
At your orders. Combat speed, driver.
On 2 Fireflies versus a Tiger. Oh, never mind, they took on the
Speed, driver.
Panzer 4 and 1. Crew knockout of the Tiger. That was good. Nice. Now this is actually something that I talked about in the patch notes later on, having the 2 versus 1 with the Fireflies going on because of the larger availability. And there you have it, it's actually demonstrated right now. Late into Phase C, having the ability to bring in that many has paid off in this case. All of their Panthers are on the right side. And I can just ignore them and take on whatever's left. I mean, that's one reason this is actually happening right now.
Advance and engage.
But in general, yeah, doing quite nicely. Pushing forwards here. Let's get the half-track to roll on ahead. We have this unit of rifles that's been sat in the middle of the map for the whole game. They can move up with us.
I hear you loud and clear.
I might also want to push towards that compound there. We still have some infantry left, which is good. Been using it sparingly, and it's actually really paid off.
At your orders.
Alright, so this is going to be another 2 versus 1 scenario. Just get line of sight onto the Panther G. Engage it with 2 Fireflies at the same time. I think he's actually targeting the sod there. Not sure if he realises.
Red 6 mounted up.
Definitely made a mistake engaging 2 Fireflies at once. Might even get the kill.
Fire when in range.
Oh, that's not good. Reverse.
Keep facing the enemy.
Oh, that was close.
I am in charge here.
Okay, good. Whew.
Good luck,
That was
gentlemen.
close.
My staff and
Right, looks like we're still engaging the Panther at this point, and we're going to lose out, of course. Let's, yeah, not have that engagement occur.
your orders.
Seems like a very bad idea. I've managed to push the half track through there, though. We have another Firefly to take the place of the one that just died. 1 unit motorized rifles holding up against the Panther, and a spear through. Maybe we can get him to get out of line of sight. No, maybe not. Not today. But that is the end of the game. And after 40 minutes, we are victorious. Certainly a slog. My god. 3,650 kills to 3,220 losses. What a dead weight that AI was after Bolo left. My god. Allowed Nicholas to get plenty of kills on the right side with his Panthers. The rest of his team not doing fantastic. Lux put on a lot of pressure because I was spread so thin covering that AI off, and yeah, did a very good job of putting me under pressure in the first place. But it worked out in the end. Brought in those Cromwells. They actually did a really good job. Just taking out the AT guns where needed. This Humber took out 2 verbal Vins for me. These Crusader AA took out loads of the late game infantry as well. And you can see here the Fireflies actually getting Panther kills and a Tiger kill there. So trading quite nicely with our tanks. And that, I think that was the main reason that we came out positive in this game. In terms of losses, we did lose quite a lot early on to the Pack 38s. The Stuarts went down, and that was quite a large mistake on my part, not really respecting the second AT gun in a similar position. It was kind of well out the way. I think it was covering the centre of the map, but he managed to get it over to the right in time to cover off against the Stuarts, so that didn't help. Panzer Grenadier there managed to get pretty close, got very close to a Sherman 5 at one point, and managed to take that out. Yeah, it's just the infantry was absolutely killing me, especially in the beginning and mid-game, where they had all the fire support they needed, and I just didn't because I was spread so thin. That mortar took out a couple of AT guns. They were doing very well with those artillery pieces, keeping on top of my 120 mils and 6-pounder AT guns throughout the game. Panzer IV, they were microed quite nicely as well by my opponent. Lux really doing a good job with those, and really doing a lot of damage to my Crusader AAs. We got the Firefly kill there. Panther G came through, took out a Sherman and a Cromwell. I mean, most of their tanks only really got like 1 or 2 tank kills themselves, which is, again, most of the reason why my kill death was still pretty decent. But yeah, Lux really doing a great job in this game, putting on a lot of pressure. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.